morning everyone, this is Mia von Loga from Different, and I'm just on my way in Hamburg to meet my next interviewee for Different Lives. It's a beautiful, beautiful golden autumn day and I'm excited to be in my hometown. You can see my backpack is full of technology so that I can capture her story. It is really an honor to do this, and it makes me happy. So this is the beauty of this. Okay, I can talk to people and it makes me happy. So thanks for joining this, and thank you for welcoming me in your kitchen with this beautiful wallpaper.
I thought it's the perfect background. It's a sunny day, perfect weather, perfect background.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Catharina, tell me a little bit. Or tell our viewers or the listeners a little bit what I'm on about when I say you're an artist and you are like the person who's got a label, and you want to share a little bit about your different story about this part in your life?
Where shall I start?
Wherever you want.
Yeah. When I was 8, I grew up in a small village in North Rhine-Westphalia. It's near Cologne, and when I was 8, I rode my bike on a Sunday. It came to my mind yesterday, and I was thinking about riding through the small village. Yeah, what I'm gonna be when I'm grown up, and I told myself I'll be an artist. And I said to myself, what? An artist? But an artist in what? For what? What do you do as an artist? And my answer was, I don't know. It'll come. I went on riding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, around the church and back again to our house. Yeah, I still remember that, and I always kept that because it was so funny. It came out of nowhere. I'm gonna be an artist. An artist. What do you do as an artist? I don't know, but
it would work out.
It would work out. There we go. Yeah, and when I started playing guitar and I loved singing, but I never wanted to be a musician. When I was 10 or 11, I always did this playback thing. You had no Musical.ly apps or stuff like that, so it was in our living room, and the window was in my back, and on the other side there hung a picture in the glass, and I could see, how do you say, my shape?
Yeah.
And I was lip syncing.
Oh my God!
But without a sound, and I had headphones on, and the music played, and I thought, yeah, am I gonna be a singer? And I watched all the girls on the records and said, no, I'm not gonna be a singer.
What girls was that?
Oh, I think I loved ABBA.
Oh yes.
Yes, and stuff. So the girls, I looked at them, I watched them and said, no, I don't want to be. And so life went on. I did it every afternoon, but I had the decision, no. And when I was 13 and a half, I hung out with other guys and girls, and one asked, hey, do you want to join my band? I said, yeah, okay, I'll come. And I sat in a rehearsing room. There was only a drum set and a guitar, and two guys were playing for 2 hours. And then I said goodbye. I said, okay,
that was it.
That was it.
I'm a musician now.
Yeah, but the drummer was in the upper classes of my school, and some weeks later he said, hey, I met you there, but I've got another band and we need a singer. Do you love singing? And I said, yes, but why? Do you love singing? Yeah, I said, so you have to come to my band. I said, no, and he said, yes. And so I went there, and after the first rehearsal, everything changed. It's so, how you say, kitschy?
You mean like
it's
cliche? Cliche? No.
It's a cliche, like the biggest cliche you could have, like a soap opera.
Okay.
I went into the rehearsal like, no, I don't know how this shall work. And after the rehearsal, I was like, I'm so in love. This is all I want to be for my life. And really, it changed.
Oh my gosh.
With 14 in my first rehearsal of my life, and I joined this band. And
what was the band called? Do you remember that?
No. Hinkelstein.
Pinkish stone.
How you call the big stone?
I don't know.
Obelix?
Exactly. These things that
the big stone Obelix carried. They had the name.
Okay.
They had the name,
that was the name of the band.
Yeah, but 2 years ago, my best friend, she moved to another village. And so I was alone every afternoon, and it was with myself. And this was the first time I got a gang. I got my band, and I was one of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were in the circle.
I'm in the yeah, I could say this. And this were the most beautiful some months, 6 months of my life. Because it was around Christmas, and we rehearsed and even they didn't cover songs. They wrote the songs by themselves. Though I started with writing songs, I was 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's it. Until then I stayed. Till then I never wanted to be something else. I tried out some else stuff. I studied opera directing. I worked in a lot of spaces and styles. Yeah, I did my record label. I organized shows, and you do a lot of things when you're an artist. But I always knew, and I still know, I want to be a singer, and I want to do my songs, and I want to be on the right in front on the stage, on the edge of the stage to the audience, and communicate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in the world that could
replace that.
Yeah, replace that.
That's true. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not doing it anymore, but I remember very well the feeling of, wow, the connection, the vibration, and the energy that's coming out. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, what an amazing story.
Yeah.
Seriously, I have not known about this background at all. So this is super, super live. Yeah. No, seriously, wow.
And the thing is, I have no other artists in both of my families. My German part, they have no artist and no subject for centuries. And in my Arabic Egyptian family, there are no living artists. I had some generations ago, and even my Egyptian grandmother, whom I've never met, she was a painter, and she knows how to play the piano.
Wow. Okay.
Like all the good trained girls.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, my grandfather didn't want my father to be an artist. He stopped it because in Egypt it's so, when you're famous, it's okay, you can have a living, and when you're not famous, you don't earn a thing. You're poor.
Poor, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel like this about Germany?
It's not the way it is there.
No, okay. No. So actually your father is an artist, but he was a stopped artist.
No,
so
I think perhaps he wanted to be one. He's very good in writing. He's writing stories. And when he allowed me to read them, I was really like, okay, this is my father. It's not like, oh, Daddy, this is nice.
No, I get it.
It was like, wow, what's that?
Well, then he's an artist. He's a writer.
Yeah, but he never lived it.
Okay, but that's a different thing. But he still is an artist. So,
but he doesn't have the courage to live it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about your father. I don't know. Who am I to judge him?
He's a famous engineer, and he started his own company and stuff like that. He's got a good life and famous life, but yeah. But I'm the first artist
who lives that lifestyle.
Yeah, I really changed the story of my family.
Well, congratulations on that. Very well done, I would say.
It was a lot of fighting.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
And I'm still the crazy one in the family.
Good for you!
Yeah, this is my position.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that too. The weird one, the odd one, the different one. I'd say you were just different, okay? You changed basically the whole family story.
Yeah.
And what challenges did you have to face when you said it was a lot of fighting and with your family, and you said you were the weird one, now you said you were the crazy one? So what challenges did you have to go through with your family?
Yeah, to really get accepted as an artist and that this is my life. Because they always supported me. I got guitar lessons, I got vocal lessons, and when I had my Abitur, German finishing of school, my father said, hey, don't you want to study? And I said, okay, I study classical guitar. And then I changed after a year and said, no, I'm going to start studying opera directing. And I always did my bands, because it didn't matter to me, and it was all fine for them. So they always supported my artistry, But when you're not getting famous instantly and you earn a lot of money, then after some years it was like, do you really want to go in front of the stage? Don't you want to work at the back of the stage, around the stage? And I was like, no.
At least have money in your pocket?
Yes, yes. Because I'm afraid you can't do a living. The latest attack was 10 years ago when my son was born. And after that it was like, okay, now you got a child, now you got a family, you got to take responsibility for that, now you have to stop it. Because you're not earning money or enough money. I earn money with my music. And,
I know.
And so you have to keep it seriously. And this was the last fight, and after that I took the decision and I said, okay, if you stay like that, you're gonna lose me. Because I stay where I am, I can't quit, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what she was doing, I'll just put it in my words, she was following her inner compass.
Yeah, I had to.
Exactly. So, and this is super important for who you are, right? To follow who you are, you can't just be somebody else.
But it's not always nice to have these strong inner voice telling you have to follow the lead, you have to go there. And instead I have no possibility, I have no opportunity, no other opportunity to do something because I have to. It's not the nice way. It's not always the nice way.
No, it's not always the nice way.
Or always the easy way.
Well, no, exactly. It's not the easy way.
Yeah.
But it's the only way. Because it's the only way you can do it. Because you know who you are and what you have to do, right?
Yeah, because you know what, I'm doing a lot of jobs, I'm earning my money, and everything's fine. I got a good life, and I didn't play a lot live the last year. And this June, I was at a point. I thought, hey, I don't know where to go, what to do, so I went to a coach. And I told her everything is fine in my life, but I'm not happy. Or I'm not happy, but something's missing. And then we found out, hey, I have to be on stage, I have to be in front, and that's what I have to do. And when I went back on the track, everything's fine now. It's so crazy.
It's the universe, huh?
Yeah,
everything's sorted out. Because you find your path. I'm totally convinced.
Because
you're attracting the right things.
Yeah.
And things, like you said when you were 8. You know, I don't think it, no, seriously, I don't
so
think
crazy.
it came from somewhere.
It's so crazy.
I think there was
crazy.
your inner wisdom already that was given by the universe. No, I'm serious about it. And then it was just saying, I don't know, I'm going to be an artist. And
Somehow. And how?
I don't care, because it's going to work out. And now you did it again. So, and this is what I observe with a lot of people and with myself. You get distracted through your life by all the voices from other people.
Yes.
Like, you have to do
and your own voices asking you, is this right? Is this okay? Am I good enough? Is the art I'm doing fine enough? Or
you get criticism and you have the perfectionism.
Yeah, you have your own voices
your
too.
Own stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe they come a lot because of the voices of others that you know, put in your mind.
Yes.
So you start doubting, you start questioning, and say, really? And then you take a different path and you try something different maybe, and then you get not the complete fulfillment of who you are. And then you realize, no man, I've tried this, but this is people
I can do this, I can be good at this, but at the end of the day, and I got a weird thing for, I think now for 15 years going on, or 20 years, from time to time, every 3 or 4 weeks, I ask myself at night, okay, if I would die now, would it be okay? Is my life till now okay? So I could quit. And I think it has to be in a balance. It's not always at the top of, it's so great, but it has to be. Because I told myself, if I would find out, no, it's not, I do have to change something. And 5 years ago, I had a partner for my label, and she died, her heart stopped. She just died out of nothing.
I know, I remember.
And this showed me life could be over at any second. And it's not like, it's so tragic, but you have to do what you have to do. Because you don't know if you have 40 years left or 1 day. Yeah,
totally. You have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. No,
but really,
yes.
And when you leave, it's so soap opera again. But when you leave this earth,
it's another art form, isn't it?
You go naked.
Yeah.
all the things you work for, you buy, all the clothes, the stuff, the cars, the fine guitars or whatever, the clothes, you leave.
You leave behind, yeah.
Yeah, you leave them behind, but you take I think you take your experiences. And you take the communication with people, with every living thing, the stuff you did and the things you did for the earth.
Yeah.
This you leave,
yeah.
and this is important.
It is absolutely important.
Yeah, and we have the very fine situation that we live in a country where there's peace. We have the space, the room to decide if I want to do this or that or that.
The freedom.
The freedom to take a decision. What do I want to do, and what do I have to do to earn money just to have something to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think we should take this.
Yeah, make
because it's such a big
use of that gift.
To be born in a country and even as a woman or a girl. Yeah. To have the possibility to be and to do whatever we want. Yeah. Even if it's sometimes hard, but we can do it. Yeah. We're not getting killed or stuff like that.
No, believe me, and you would probably have another story about that.
Yeah.
Looking at the other side of your family where things are still a bit different. You know, it's like where in Egypt things
it's
are
not so bad in Egypt. But if I would have grown up in Egypt, it would have been a lot harder. Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's true. So Catharina also, in my opinion, is quite a wonderful person, like a feminist.
Yes, I am. I am.
And I remember the first time I read Pussy Empire, just that her label's called like that. There were two voices in me. One was absolutely like hilariously delighted by, and like encouraged and like, wow, this is empowerment, I love it. And the other one was a bit intimidated.
What?
It's like, yeah, because of pussy. And that is, I don't actually know if you can say this on this interview, but we just said it, pussy, pussy, pussy. And
no, it's a pussy cat.
Yeah.
But I took this name because it was out of a punk attitude. Of empowerment.
Yeah.
Just to make a name that is so big.
Yeah.
And just to throw it in the faces and said, that's it. Yeah, I always said I wanted to start empires. We had to, always were asked to explain the name of the label till there was a Pussy Riot in Moscow.
Right, okay, yeah.
And after that, no one else.
No one asked, okay.
No, I got a letter from the University of Cologne, and the guys of the course, they wrote me a letter and said, hey, the girls, they said, oh, what's this name? And so the guys want to know how I came to this name, and I wrote that.
Cool. Yeah. Another cool story that's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let me just refer back to what you said before. You said that it is so important what you leave behind.
Yes.
So what is important for you to, like give the world as a difference? How do you want to make, or how are you doing? Like, how are you making a difference already in this world? You've put some insight in with basically Pussy Empire. If I ask you the question, what's the one thing you really, really need to leave behind, in this life? It's music. It's music.
It's music.
So this is your channel. What is the message you want to give out there with your music? What's so important? Why is it so important for you?
All feelings possible. I don't want to give only love or only power or fighting or fear. I want to make it possible for the listeners to feel what I'm feeling, and in my songs I feel all the different feelings. I don't know how to explain.
Oh, you explain it very well.
Yeah.
I think you're giving the freedom to allow that whatever feeling is there. And I can tell she does. When she's on stage, it's amazing to watch her. And there's every time I see it, it's goosebumps. So seriously.
Yeah, and that's what I want. I want to be a channel. I want to make a connection and.
Yeah, and so you show other people basically, hey, go for it. This is all possible. It's like I'm doing it.
Or I'm sad, and you can be sad through me. You can be sad for a moment, and then I take it away, and I say, hey, but it's again love, or it's again something happy, and you can be happy with me. You can make journeys with me, journeys through songs and feelings, and
that's true, yeah,
and stories.
Actually, that was the first time we met, and I remember we were sitting down there in Altona in this, and what is it called?
Frauenzentrum.
Frauenzentrum, This was, yeah. So we were sitting in this room, and you were giving me feedback on my stage performance, and I remember that. And again, that was pretty new for me, because I was just up there playing my songs, feeling intimidating, being barefoot, and I won that somebody professional could coach me to become a better artist. And so you were giving me feedback on this, and you said, Mia, you were so intense on stage. And I was like, oops. And then you said, I would, if you take this a little bit away, and then you would create more room for the listener to go into it. And I have to admit to you, I still wonder what you were talking about. Because I understand the theory, but I was just like, well, isn't it all about intensity and who you are? And I remember your answer. Yeah. I'm curious what you're going to say now to it.
And you remember what I answered?
I do.
No, it's not like, from now on, from today on, I would say it's not like pushing all the energy I got just straight forward and blowing everyone away. It's just to give doses of one. It's no communication. If I'm only out. Yeah, this is punk. Out, max. And this is for me, just straight ahead and go on and energy max. But I want to give something out, and then to have to create a space and to feel what's coming back.
All right, I like that.
And then take this and transform it and give it back again. Do something new, and then listen. What's coming back?
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah. What did I answer?
You actually
years ago.
No, seriously, it was pretty much similar. You said to me, Mia, the things now I understand where you're coming from. But I would just reflect to you what happened with me when I listened to you. I felt completely overwhelmed by your feelings. That's what you said. I said that you were just like, they were just coming in there. And I did not have any space myself. That's what you said to me. And I still didn't get it. Now this makes more sense. It's like, all right, yeah, it's about communication. And I remember I was in a very intense place in my life back then. So, but everything I do is pretty much intense. So it's still the same, but this is helping me. Now I've got my answer. This is still in the back of my mind. It's like, always had a question mark. Like,
what did she mean?
What did she mean?
20 years later?
Hey, not that much. It's like 15 or something. No, okay, yeah. No, this is
decades later.
Listen, what do you say? Should we just walk over to the studio and you show us a little bit around?
Yes.
And where all the significant things happening and the music is produced that you will leave behind?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Let's go.
This is the recording room. Yeah. Still, again, biohazard trash. I really love it.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I think I recorded here 2 records, 3 records. Yeah. And it's the place where the live recordings for the session tapes, number 3, are going to take place.
Okay, so a different studio this time. And this
because I changed the city. The last recordings I did in Bremen.
Yeah. Now you're coming back home.
I come back home, yeah. Yeah, my home for the next 2 weeks. It's not that fancy, not that big, but it really feels like home, and it's not always as dirty as now. And you have this wooden floor because really 20 years ago it was a bank, the rooms of a bank.
Of a bank?
Of a bank, and I can show you, we got the safe.
Oh
we got a real huge safe. It was too heavy for lifting it away. So here. It's
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think it's where you should put your recordings so that they don't get stolen.
And I can show you how you say in English, regie. What would you say?
Well, now you asked me a question I cannot answer.
Here. And this is really, yeah.
Oh God, even my heart goes boom, boom, boom now again.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, look at that.
So many stories happen here, so many nights we've been spent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really like it.
I understand why.
Yeah?
I understand, yes.
Yeah, it's got a good karma.
It absolutely has a good vibe.
Because I don't like studios who are too fancy. because then I always feel as if I have to behave myself. Yeah, really. I'm too well behaved.
Brought up, yeah.
Brought up, I'm too well, yeah, because I want to go somewhere and I want to relax myself, because I have to let go to create something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a good mixture of a little bit rock and roll, but not too much rock and roll. Yeah.
Now we're here in this beautiful studio.
Yes.
Would you like to share a little bit about the session tapes that you are currently working on, as I mentioned before? And actually, why is that an English name? The session tapes.
Because I think so many terms, music terms, are in English. Because they used to talk about the control room, to do a session.
That's true.
Tapes. I didn't think about that. In German, die Sessionbänder. It's not sounding as good as in English, or the session tape.
Totally. And tape, the word tape is so brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, because I love to talk in different languages. I love languages, but I think each language has a sound and how. If you wouldn't understand the language, even the sound tells you something.
Oh yeah, it does.
And I prefer the session tapes to die Sessionbänder.
Yeah, totally. All right.
They are nice German words.
Yeah, tell me about
I didn't think about it. It just went to my mind and I did it. Yeah, I created a new format 3 years ago. It all started when I was in Amsterdam. Another good story. At night we visited new friends, and the guy we visited told us he was a real vinyl freak. He got a huge wall all with vinyls.
Wow.
And the evening ended up with playing old vinyls the whole night.
I
Just like
love that.
DJing and hey, I have to show you this vinyl. And we were like, oh great, yeah, and this, and do you know that one? Yeah, I got it here. And he played to me or to us old soul records. And he told me it's this and that, but I forgot the names. I never heard of the group or the singer, but they recorded it through half an hour in the studio.
Wow.
And I sat there like, and it just came to mind. I thought, yeah, that's what I like. Because at that time I was thinking about writing new songs, and I told myself I have to do a new record, but it was like, oh yeah, writing new songs, yeah, record, yeah, I have to. And then it was like, yeah, but that's it, why you do it. The communication, the energy, the vibe,
totally.
again. And I said, yeah, and that's what I really love to do it. I love to improvise, and I love to make it happen live. And then I said, okay, I do my next recordings, my next record, I do it live.
Nice.
And then one thing came to the other. I kept it in my mind, and I said, okay. I was at that time I was afraid of not being able to write songs. You're always thinking as an artist, yeah, are my songs good enough? And if I would have to write a song now, would there come one up? Or would I sit there blank and it's like nothing?
Oh, I can totally relate.
Yeah, and I love to make a challenge with my fears.
Nice.
So I told myself, okay, I'm going to do speed songwriting.
Speed songwriting. Speed songwriting.
And I mean, I ask someone, perhaps you, and say, hey, do you like to meet with me? We give us 10 days. We prepare nothing. We start like now. We sit next to each other and say, okay, what are we going to do? What are you going to play? What kind of songs do we want to write? And we just make decisions and do it. And after 10 days, I invite audience to the recording room, and they are staying with us, and we have to record what we did.
Yeah.
And if it's good, it's going to be nice recordings, and if it's bad, I show the bad and the, how you say, scheitern?
To fail.
The fail.
The failure.
The failure to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to
so
make
you're
it
being authentic, that's what she is.
Yeah, it's just a challenge.
Being in the moment,
And to make it one size bigger, I invited a filmer and said, okay, someone's going to film the whole thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice work.
And if I'm going to fail, I fail in front of the whole world.
Can you please say that into the camera?
Okay, and if I'm going to fail, I fail in front of the whole world.
And if you're going to succeed?
I succeed in front of the whole world. Yeah,
so it is.
But really,
that's a story.
Yeah.
That's a story.
But how do you say in English? Ich hatte keinen doppelten Boden. I had
There was no security net.
Yeah.
Just not
nothing.
There. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I did it 2 times, and it went so well. I never thought it would turn out so well. Mm-hmm. the songs, they came, zack, 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 and I was like, it's too fast, it's too fast. And you know what appeared? I went hungry and tired and said to the other musician I did it with, oh no, I have to, can we do a break for half an hour? I'm so tired, I'm so hungry, because my mind was, couldn't cope with the situation that it came so fast.
Wow. So you got overwhelmed actually a little bit. Yeah. Wow.
And it was so easy, and I couldn't accept it at the first time that it's so easy.
Lovely.
I found it out later. What was going on? No? I did it 2 times in 2016 with the Puder session tapes 1 and 2. And it's Puder because my stage persona is Puder.
Puder.
It's powder. Don't ask me why. It is like this.
Why?
Why? Because I wrote a song and it was called Puder, and I said, wow, Puder, the word. The sound of the word. It's so nice. I have to keep it for myself.
But you know, it's like, this is what I mean. Like her pick of words in German, and that's his thing. Everybody can write in English, but to pick brilliant words in German, I think you've got a great talent there. And Puder, I loved it from the moment I read it.
Okay, thanks.
I really did.
Thanks.
But it's not about Puder only now, so yeah. No, so the different format you have is going for it, like being totally in and
being authentic, being live, being organic,
being real.
We invited other musicians to join us when we wrote the songs after 5 days, and we rehearsed with them. And I wanted the breathing of the music. I wanted the mistakes. I wanted the feeling there is something happening. And I got it. I really got it, and I really liked it. Afterwards, after the first 2 rounds, I told myself, okay, I'm going to do it more often. I make a Reihe.
A series,
genau. And I'm going to ask people from different countries, from different cities, different styles.
Lovely.
Because one of the rules of the Puder session tapes is everything's possible. There are no rules. It's not like I always wrote indie rock or indie pop, so I have to do indie rock songs. It could turn out some folk songs or some electro or some techno. And next week I'm going to start my Puder session tapes 3 in Hamburg, because the first 2 ones I did in Bremen.
This is it's a town very close to Hamburg.
Yeah.
So, but you can just Google it like everything else. I mean,
I'm going to meet a young piano player. Yeah, and let's see what's going to happen. And the fourth round I'm going to do next year in Amsterdam. Yeah.
That where it all started, in Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to meet my old drummer, the drummer of my Hamburg band I had for years, and we were so close.
What's his name?
Riyad Abdelnabi. We parted 20 years ago. I did my solo project. He started film music in Amsterdam, and now he's getting famous for composing film music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we had contact 1 year ago, and I told him, I want you. Because we always could write songs very well together. And I told him, I want you.
Nice.
And now it's going to happen.
Isn't that beautiful? To reconnect.
Yeah, it's really aufregend. It's really
exciting.
Exciting, yeah. Yeah.
And I can, just to share that, I saw Catharina doing the live tape sessions, session tapes, 1 and 2 here in Hamburg. I remember I was sitting on stage on the sofa in the back, so I was watching you from behind, and it's like seeing your band. That was at the Haus 73.
At the Haus 73, yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Because I always wanted to play. Other musicians are doing it as well. Bon Iver is doing it a lot of times. You play in a round, in a circle.
Yeah.
I forgot the name. How is it called? There are concert rooms even for classical, and the Hamburg Elbphilharmonie.
Oh yeah.
It's working like that.
Yeah.
It's not like you have the audience on the one side and the stage on the other.
Exactly.
It's just round from everywhere.
So you actually connected even more.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. And I mean, I could watch your son, like singing along with you and all that stuff. So it was
I didn't recognize him standing in my bag performing the whole time.
It was so hilarious. No.
Yeah.
No, so
they told me afterwards.
I wish I would be here to join you guys. So it would be great. But I'm pretty sure you will have a lot of people coming in and stuff like that.
And what I do have to tell is all the audience is with us in the recording room. It's not, they're not here or in the lounge. And they get headphones, so they can hear what we hear. And they can hear our talking with the control room and everything.
So they actually
really go
experience.
inside, in the middle, in the heart of the recordings.
Perfect. And this is exactly
and that's what the audience loves.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you never get that.
No.
You always get the perfect picture, even if it's a live recording. Other people told me, no, I would never let an audience in the recording room while recording. And I said, why? No, it's too personal. And I found out it's relaxing.
Because you don't have anything to hide, right? You're just who
No,
you are.
and it's good to
then
have someone
create it.
sitting there.
Yeah.
And it's like being on stage.
Yeah.
Talking to them. And I don't have to be perfect because everyone knows we're not playing a concert. We are doing recordings. We play the songs through, so we don't stop.
Yeah.
But if mistakes happen, we start new. So what do I have to hide? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like being in the experience. It's not just watching, it's like being part of it. And that's brilliant. I love that. So please, Catharina, ask me one time
What?
if I can come and play with you.
I come to London.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, but then you have to play guitar, or
No,
perhaps
I'm
you
not
want to
gonna
play.
guitar. I do whatever. But maybe guitar, whatever. No, but please do ask
Yeah,
me.
but you can choose. Yeah, the rule is there is no rule. There are no rules.
I bring my dog.
Okay,
she could
and
just-
she's going bark.
Let me just point out, this is what's happening when you guys out there, or even, you know, I can talk from my own experience, when you're following your inner compass and what you're supposed to be. And then things happen magically and you end up being a wonderful, perfect person. Imperfection is the best thing, actually.
Yeah.
So, Catharina, can I just ask you for your thoughts on diversity? What do you think about diversity?
It's normal.
It's normal.
Life. It's life. Life wouldn't be as beautiful as it is if we wouldn't have diversity. Nature wouldn't be as wonderful and wouldn't be as wide with so many species and stuff and flowers and plants if it wouldn't be diverse. One tree,
Yeah, true.
one animal, one human being. It's boring. And that's what I don't like about the social media stuff. I like it in general, but I don't like photoshopped personalities of the people. In some moments of your life you look like that, yeah, but not the whole time.
And these are precious.
95% of my life I'm not like that.
No.
I'm like I got bad hair day.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
And they all look the same, like small variations of the same. Of their makeup, their hair, their bodies. When you're in a group, you adore someone who's different. Yeah, you want to be special. Yeah.
Same.
You
Tell
want
me.
to be outstanding.
Outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unique,
yeah.
right? So
Unique.
it's
That's what I
yeah.
was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you name me 3 people that have influenced you in your life? Shortly, briefly. Don't think about it. Just let them, you know, come up. Bam.
The Dalai Lama.
All right.
Yeah. I'm no Buddhist, but I really love. He's so intelligent, and the way he speaks with his heart. Yeah. I really love that. Being connected to every living thing and every not living thing and the universe.
Goosebumps.
Really? Yeah, I'm very impressed. And if you look at his life and what happened to him and his country and all,
Yeah.
the Tibetan people, and
Yeah.
they are so peaceful. Yeah, yeah. Second person is, I know you love her, it's Patti Smith.
Yeah.
I adore her!
Oh, we do love Patti Smith.
Yeah, I love her power, I love her punk, I love her arrogancy when she was young, and even nowadays I love her writings, I love her books.
Yeah.
For me, she was the first one doing a spoken word with music. And before that, poetry was so boring, blah, 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 blah. And then she came up and it was rhythmically and it had energy, and I thought, okay, it's like that.
Yeah.
And she influenced me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell. I know. We have got, yeah, no, that thing. Yeah, so she's amazing.
And third person, I would say my son. Babies come to the world as a perfect personality. They are there. The human being inside this baby body is totally there. Some people say babies are empty and they have to be filled and the personality grows. No, it's all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
It is.
I believe that too, totally.
Yeah, yeah. And when I had the first look at my son, he was very awake. And he was like, okay, what's up here? What's up? And I was like,
hello, life.
Yeah, and inside I was like, I'm your mom. Yeah, it was really, he's got blue eyes. He was like, okay, what's happening here? Huh? What's going on?
Oh, wow.
This wasn't empty.
Goosebumps.
No. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's really
Okay.
beautiful. What would be the one thing you would, people who are watching or listening to this, the one thing you would let them know, suggest them, or just want to speak out to people who are different out there?
Seid mutig.
Be brave.
Be brave, yeah, be brave and do what you have to do. Even if you fail, it's just children when they start learning to walk, they fall down, they stand up, they fall down, they stand up. If the children would behave like we do as grown-ups, no child would learn to walk.
True.
They fall on their head, they get bumps, they hurt themselves, and they up again. Yeah, and that's life.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And have fun. And,
Have fun.
And enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy it. Yeah, even if it's hard, even if it's boring or disgusting, but if it's a part of the way for the things you want to do.
I talk about the disgusting and the different.
No, but sometimes, even if I do my projects,
Yeah.
I can't sleep the last 2 nights, and I always sleep because so many things are going through my head, and I lie awake at night and I say, okay, it's part of the game.
Okay,
That's what I mean.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I would love to sleep, but it's part of the game that I'm. The energy is coming up.
So rough times, basically.
It's rough times, and if there are rough times, go through.
Yeah.
If you know that it's all right to go through. Yeah.
Katharina, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
It was fun.
It
Thanks.
was really, really great. Could we give us a hug?
Yeah, klar. Sure. I fall in your arms. Yes.
I like that. No, thank you. It was an honest pleasure. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you again for supporting me when I started playing music, and even if I didn't make it through yet.
Yeah, and support other people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Support, give it back.
Yeah, give back. And I'm absolutely curious to hear this session tapes number 3.
Me too.
When are they going to be released? What did you say?
I hope at end of January.
Okay. You guys out there, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to Different Lives. And if you want to listen to more inspiring stories and like from Catharina, Puda, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe into the channel for the YouTube stuff, or also if you're just listening, go for the podcast. The aim is to connect with you guys, just like on stage. Go out there, create beautiful things, make a difference. See you soon, take good care, and do crazy things! Grab a free ebook on my website, which is www.different.coach, about your inner compass, how you can reconnect and you actually can build a strong connection to your inner compass, so you are gonna be who you are. And you don't have to fear no further. So jump there, and while you're hanging out there, why not take a stroll around and see what different things we can do for you to support you making a difference. And this is what I want you to do. Make a difference in the world. Love being different. For yourself, for others, and for the world. Because this is something we are all in together. I hope to see you soon again. This is Mia von Loga. Thank you very much. Take good care and do crazy things out there. All right. Bye-bye. See you soon. Take care.